Clip and DALL-E. We can't mention GPT-3 without going on to also mention Clip and DALL-E, two neural networks that draw upon GPT-3 to generate images from texts. The very early results that were produced by DALL-E are themselves astonishing. This an Avocado Armchair comes up with suggestions that very few people would have thought about, and some of them really quite good. One of my favorites is this one here, but some of the other ones are also equally impressive. What it's suggesting is that what computers are good at is opening up possibilities beyond the range of what human beings themselves might think about. Equally, you can use GPT-3, you can use Clip and DALL-E to generate interiors. Here, and it's always based on a prompt. In this case, it would appear to be two armchairs with a picture of an octopus in the background. And each one, of course, is radically different, but each of them, one of them responds to the prompt in a fairly direct and immediate way. Another one based with, I would assume on the prompt, two white armchairs and a picture of the Colosseum in the background. More recently, the Clip has been used in combination with VQGAN to produce some astonishing results, such as this one. This is futuristic, the prompt is Futuristic Architecture on Mars. Now, what Clip does is basically to match up images with a caption. Given a particular text, a particular caption, it will suggest the best fitting image for that caption, and given a particular image, it will suggest a particular caption for that image. But in order to generate an image from a text, you need a generator, a kind of GAN-like generator, GAN meaning generative adversarial network, a generator like GAN in order to produce the image in the first place. So what you get when you pair up Clip and VGAN is that you get a text which then feeds into the VQGAN to generate an image. It then checks that image with Clip to see whether the text and the image are matching, and then directs the GAN to generate an image so that it matches the text. In other words, you've got a combination of Clip and VGAN beginning to search for images that relate to text and text relate to images, and each depends on a prompt that will allow it to hallucinate a particular image. Some of them, on occasions, and maybe it's a question of luck, come out to be truly astonishing. Kind of futuristic, unusual, very surprising in the way that it comes together, but again, very much pose invariant. It reminds you in some sense of Deep Dream. It picks out the features and assembles or aggregates those features rather than necessarily giving you an authentic or a controlled image as such that represents a particular thing. Nonetheless, the results are astonishing. This image the prompt that was given was the End of Sanity trending on ArtStation. It looks remarkably like something like Salvador Dali might have produced, but different in its own way, and interesting for sure. This one was the prompt was based on Italo Calvino's book, Invisible Cities. Again, a hauntingly different, surprising image that was generated by Clip and VQGAN. We can expect, and here's some of the videos of some of those that have been generated by teaming up Clip and VQGAN, themselves kind of meaningless, but rather surprising and intriguing. Maybe, just maybe, this might open up a whole new chapter of how AI can be used to hallucinate and generate images. For sure, it is surprising us with some of these rather extraordinary results. What will this lead to? Who knows? This is one of my favorite images. The prompt here was simply Alan Turing, and what you get is a kind of portrait of Alan Turing surrounded by mechanical instruments, presumably computers of various kinds with wires and so on that give you the impression of the kind of early computational works that Alan Turing was associated with. Clearly, the picture itself of Alan Turing is a little bit like Deep Dream. It's the features of Alan Turing and not a realistic face of Alan Turing. But isn't this what modernist art is all about? About the possibility of challenging conventions and coming up with alternative ways of thinking about the world? What we could say for certain, perhaps, is that these kind of programs, CLIP and VQGAN, and no doubt many others that will come out in the near future, are themselves part of a kind of exponential increase in terms of the possibilities of what AI can do. What we can expect for sure is other far more sophisticated systems. Just as we got from the early GANs, we got much more sophisticated systems such as cycle GANs and so on. We can expect that over time, this will open up new possibilities, not only for art, but also for architecture.